3, I'm going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location. Looks like you have a probation hold, so you're going to remain there on that anyway. Bond is set in this case in the amount of $1,000, and your next court date is going to be Monday at 1 p.m. on video. Attorney John Illis is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We need him back. No, I grabbed the wrong file. Here it is. There's another one on top. Okay. You have 1 count of assault. You still have the APO hold. And this occurred, I guess, while you were in custody, so you'll remain at that location. But again, 1,000, and you'll be seen on Monday. John Illis represents you. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah. Hello.
Good evening. What's your name?
Amar Miguel.
Oh, yeah. And you want me to look at it?
Mr. Miguel, you're charged with armed robbery and aggravated robbery. In order that you have no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, and do not possess illegal weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. State's recommending that I hold you on a $30,000 bond, and hear from the defendant recommendation.
Your Honor, we'd be asking that you give him a chance on pretrial services. He has verified housing and support with his father. He doesn't have any prior convictions, and he's only 15 years old. He's only scoring 1 on the FTA scale, a 2 on the NCAA scale, and he doesn't have an active NBCA flag. So given all that, we're asking for his release. If you are inclined for a bond, given his age and likely limited financial situation, no more than a $10,000 bond.
Thank you. I think we'll stick with the 30,000. You'll be seen next on November 5th at 1:30. Don't have contact with your co-defendants.
Is it public defender, Your Honor?
The public defender is appointed. That is correct.
I have a lawyer.
Actually, Judge, just to inform you that Melody Nathaniel refused.
All right.
And so did Irby Renee.
Okay. Melody and Irby. Okay.
Hello.
Refuse.
And jail, has the no-name bookings identity been verified yet?
No, not yet. We checked the system and it's still under no name booking.
All right, Melody is tomorrow. camera. And Irby.
Your Honor, I just talked to records and they do have an
Can you give me a moment, please? Thank you. Okay. And I'm sorry, you were saying,
I was speaking to records and they do have a name on here. It's Isaiah Dizania.
Isaiah, and what's the last? name?
Designation. Designate.
Could you spell that, please, slowly? I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, it looks like they're muted, Judge. We would just ask, I don't know if we need to continue and order a rebooking. Not sure how that works.
Your Honor, he's just given me his full name and it's not matching the one jail records is claiming, so I do think that would be best.
Continue.
Just make sure you provide it.
Okay, we'll continue this till tomorrow then.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter. There are no Spanish speakers on the list, but I don't know if that's been verified.
I don't either. As- Can the jail verify no Spanish speakers?
No, Spanish speakers, Your Honor.
No Spanish speakers? Okay, yes, your excuse.
Very good. Thank you. Good night, sir.
Yeah. All right. Hello, your name?
Alexis Gallegos.
Ms. Gallegos, you're charged with disorderly conduct and assault misdemeanor charges. We're gonna order no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location. And I'm gonna release you from custody. Your court date at Pima County Justice Court is November 25th at 8:30. You're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Take a seat. Herbert,
what?
That's the guy who's continuing to verify his name. Can I get his signature so I can send him?
It says, mine says John Doe.
I know.
There is a name on here. What
There's
is?
a name on it. So for continuing, it's for the right. Continue to verify. Thank you. And I'm saying that, and also, is the middle. But I think
Hello, what's your name?
Chastity Hubert.
One moment. All right, you have a warrant on a Pima County Justice Court case. Domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I am going to release you on that one. You have the next court date of December 12th at 11 a.m. Pima County Justice Court. And you have several cases in Tucson City Court. Okay. You were charged October 26th today with possession of drug paraphernalia and reckless burning. May 22nd of this year, you were charged with assault, no injury, and failures to appear. September 1st, possession of drug paraphernalia, failure to appear on September 12th. Criminal trespass, 2 counts of indecent exposure. September 5th of 2023, obstructing the highway, a public thoroughfare, and obstruction. Park violation, this one is from October 20th of last year. Park violation, obstruction, this one is from October 20th of last year. Criminal trespass, this one's from November 9th of last year. The last few that I mentioned, you've also got failures to appear on. Disorderly conduct, littering, and obstruction, this one is from January 18th of this year, and you failed to appear. Disorderly conduct, this one is it looks like it's from today. I'm presuming the date on the citations whited out for some reason. And criminal trespass passed from March 16th of this year. So, let's see. You were previously represented by the public defender, city public defender. We're going to reappoint them. Bond is set on the city matters in the amount of 500. And don't go back to any of the incident locations, no contact with any alleged victims, and no alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. Your court date at Tucson City Court is going to be a video review scheduled on November 4th at 1:45. If you bond out before then, November 13th, 2 o'clock in person. You're excused.
Yeah.
Hello, what's your name?
Sage Curtis.
Curtis. Yes. One moment. All right, Mr. Curtis, you charged with assault with intent to cause injury. 2 of those, disorderly conduct, fighting, criminal damage, and those are all domestic violence charges, and contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a minor. So I'm going to order that you have no contact with Mindy Curtis, and you are not to return to her residence. If you have belongings there, you get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your stuff. You may have contact with Samantha Grigsby, but you are not to go to her residence. I am going to release you with these conditions. Your court date at Tucson City Court is November 26th at 1:30. You're excused. What's your name?
Ethan Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, you're charged with disorderly conduct. In order that you have no contact with Randall Johnson, stay away from his residence and workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. You get a one-time, assuming you have belongings there, you get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your personal belongings. You are released from custody with those conditions. Your court date at Tucson City Court is November 25th at 9 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hello, what's your name?
Megan
Megan what?
Kohler.
Okay, thank you. So you've been charged with failure to comply, domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order. Order protection, okay. You were previously charged with a similar offense on October 13th. Domestic violence assault with injury, domestic violence disorderly conduct. You were charged with that. on August 1st. And failure to comply with a court order, October 13th. Not guilty pleas on all of those cases. Don't have contact of any kind with Suzanne Olson. Stay away from her home and workplace. Obey the order of protection. Bonding your case is set in the amount of $2,500. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. Video review is scheduled for November 4th at 1:45. If you bond out, November 12th, 9 o'clock in person. You're excused. Yes.
Thank
What
you.
do you do? Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Manuel Pina Barro.
All right. One moment. May 3rd of last year, you were cited for assault and you failed to appear. Disorderly conduct, this one is from August 24th. You did initially appear on that one and then you failed to appear last August. I don't need an explanation, sir, right now.
Okay.
I'm reading this.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. September 13th of last year, you charged with shoplifting and failure to appear. Criminal trespass, possession of drug paraphernalia. This is from September 17th of this year. You failed to appear. And trespass, this one is from September 26th of this year. You failed to appear. You started to say something, I think, about why you failed to appear.
Yes, I kicked out of my house and I feel like his mama having issues. So
Okay, you
I
need,
told
you need to start over again. I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I said I meant to go to the courts, but I'm out of the house, so I'm on the streets. So she wasn't giving me the mail, the court dates or the dates or anything. So, but I'm
Who
gotta
was,
keep up on
who wasn't giving you the court dates?
but I'll make sure that the beginning of the court date. I'll make sure.
Somebody wasn't giving you the court dates. Who?
My kid's mother, when I was staying with, I'm out of the house now, so we're having troubles.
All right, some of these cases, you were given the citation directly from the police officer, were you not?
Yes, sir.
With the date on it?
I forgot though. Yeah, I got a bad memory, sir. I guess Shakespeare because I forget. And that's why it usually reminds me what I gotta do, what I don't gotta do.
All right. Bond is set in the amount of 250. Video review is November 5th, 1:45. If you bond out December 4th, 2 o'clock, the city public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Alright, can I go home or no?
No.
Only if you post the bond, sir.
Yes.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Jose Nunez.
Okay, one moment. All right, sir. On November 15th of last year, you were charged with criminal trespass and with possession of drug paraphernalia, and you were charged with failing to appear in court on November 28th of last year. Today, you were, no, this is not from today. This is from August 13th of this year. You were charged with assault, disorderly conduct, criminal damage, unlawful imprisonment, and I don't know why you were, your court date is not until November. Anyway, I'm gonna order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, you're not to possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs, don't have contact of any kind with Lauren Bonner, stay away from her home and workplace and the location of the 2023 matter, don't go back there. With Ms. Bonner, you get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your personal belongings. You are released from custody. Your next court date will be at Tucson City Court, November 26th, 1:30. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Hello, what's your name?
Mason Busterton.
All right, one moment. You're charged with attempted second-degree murder, unlawful discharge of a firearm within the city limits, endangerment, and disorderly conduct. So we're gonna order Let me review this for just a moment. Okay, you have another complaint here. Domestic, 2 counts of domestic violence, endangerment, and domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 2 counts.
And Your Honor, I did list out the various victims on my recommendation, if their names and things of that nature.
Yeah, thank you. You say you listed them?
Yeah, under the no contact in or out of custody area of the
Oh,
recommendation.
yeah, okay, I see. Thanks. All right. So, no contact of any kind with Concepcion Perez, the minor child, the person named Raphael, and the other one Levi. No alcohol or illegal drugs, don't possess any firearms or other weapons, and do not commit any acts of domestic violence. The county attorney is recommending a $500,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, we're asking for a lower bond of $250,000. He's only 20 years old. It looks like he's a student, so he doesn't have a significant financial background. He doesn't have any prior convictions. He's a 2 on the FTA scale, 3 on the NCA scale, and he does have somewhere to stay with his friend. So he won't have any contact with the victims if he posts the bond. So for those reasons, we're asking for a $250,000 bond.
All right, thank you. I'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the high bond recommendation is based on the nature of the offenses, the NVCA flag, and he does have a 2023 Tucson City Court matter regarding assault. And I would just note, he essentially, at least as it relates to the attempt murder victim, shot him in the chest.
$500,000 bond, November 5th, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Marcos Eduardo Santa. Well, sir, my real name, they changed my name to Marcos Eduardo Medina Ripalda, but they got me on some charges for under Marcos Eduardo Santa Cruz. Legally, I guess.
Right. So,
Yes, sir.
got numerous cases in Pima County Justice Court. These are all warrants, criminal trespass with a bond request of $999, another $999 on domestic violence criminal trespass, another $999 on a criminal trespass, domestic violence criminal damage. This one is requesting 500. Domestic violence criminal gift criminal trespass, domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings, drug paraphernalia, and this one lists a bond of 500. Shoplifting, this one lists a bond of 250. Criminal trespass, 500.
I haven't gone to any of those places. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Shoplifting and criminal trespass, this one's 250. Each of these cases is in warrant status. I'm gonna set bond in each of them in the amount of $200.
So I only have three trespassing charges at my mom's house, and you know what? That's my house.
Sir,
My house. Anyway.
don't talk about the charges, please.
Well, I wanted to go home, sir. I haven't gone to back to my mom's house in a very long time. I don't even go over there.
Sir, Adam Waters represents you on each of these charges. And you're gonna be seeing on each one of them on October 28th. That's Monday at 1 o'clock on the video.
So how much the whole bond thing, sir?
It's 200. I didn't count up these charges. They're 200 apiece, though.
How many are there? 6? $1,000? Okay, thank you. You know, I am Judge Ripalda from Superior Court in Washington.
Stop talking, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these charges. So 200 apiece, 1,600. And let's see.
$60.
Okay, in addition to those, you've got a case in Tucson City Court. You were charged with criminal trespass, possession of drug paraphernalia, obstruction and failure to appear. Not guilty plea on each one of those. I've noted that you have the justice court hold. I am going to release you on the city court matter with a court date of November 27th, 9 o'clock.
Sir, I don't even know where all these charges are coming from.
I couldn't tell you, sir,
Okay.
but you and the attorney at justice court will figure it out, I'm sure.
Okay.
Hello, what's your name?
Alejandro Bracamonte.
Bracamonte, you're charged with burglary, third degree, and possession of burglary tools. In order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, don't return to the incident location. No alcohol or illegal drugs.
Yes, sir.
And I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them November 15th. Once is your next court date, the public defender, county public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello, what's your name?
Arturo Gallegos.
So you're charged with being a prohibited possessor of a firearm. What does it say? One moment. Oh, you have a probation hold and do not possess any firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, we're asking for a lower bond. He has verified housing and support with his father. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson with employment. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. He's a 3 on both scales. So given those factors and the hold, we'd be asking for a $5,000 bond.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the recommendation made was based on the 2 noted violent priors. He's a prohibited possessor actually 3 separate ways: by serving a term of felony probation, the order of protection, and also being a convicted felon for the current case that he is on technically probation for. So that was the basis for the recommendation, Judge.
All right, thank you. 10,000, November 5th, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused.
Yeah, I sir. Yeah, this will back up.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Luis Maldonado.
You're charged with burglary in the 3rd degree. So we're gonna order no contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. No alcohol or illegal drugs. The state's asking for a $7,500 bond. Let's hear from the defense.
Judge, we're asking you to release him to pretrial. It looks like he has housing, and he is a lifelong resident of Tucson. This is considered a nonviolent offense. He does have priors, but they're both nonviolent, and the last one is from 2021. If you are inclined to give him a bond, then we'd ask for no more than a $3,000 bond.
All right, thank you. Let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, we're requesting the $7,500 bond. He's maxed out on both scales. He's got a prior felony for similar conduct, and when I looked at his misdemeanor history on public access, he also has a misdemeanor history, again, involving similar conduct of that nature, thefts.
Thank you. All right, 7,500, November 5th, 1:30, public defender appointed. You've also got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a misdemeanor shoplifting charge. On that one, we're gonna set bond in the amount of 250. And let's see. You're gonna be represented by attorney John Illis. And your next court date is Monday, the 28th at 1:00 p.m. You're excused.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Juan Soto.
Mr. Soto, you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault, serious physical injury, and unlawful discharge of a firearm. So we're gonna order no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't have contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. And the state is representing recommending rather, a $250, $200,000 bond. And we'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I'm actually asking that you give him a chance on pretrial services. He has no priors. He's 22 years old. It sounds like he stayed and talked to the police and told them this was solely self-defense, and based on witness statements and partial surveillance camera footage, it sounds like the police did confirm that this victim charged at him. He has verified housing and support with his girlfriend. He's a lifelong resident. He is self-employed. He's only a 1 on the FTA scale, a 2 on the NCA scale, and he does not have an active NBCA flag. So we're asking you to give him a chance on pretrial services. If you are inclined to hold him, then no more than a $20,000 bond.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, we're requesting the $200,000 bond. The witnesses, he claims that the victim charged him with a knife. Witnesses refute that. No knife was located per the witness statements and law enforcement. And I would also note that he actually barricaded himself. Where he had firearms with him for a few hours before giving himself up.
All right, thank you. $200,000 bond, November 5th, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused, sir.
Hold on. You wanna, wait.
Thank you.
All right, good night, Judge.
Good night, have a good one.
So.
Have a good night, Your Honor.
Night.